Here you see my three presents. What we're going to do, let me put these over here. We'll start with this middle one here, this one here, Tyvek. If you look real close, you'll see this is from motorcyclegear.com. None of this stuff, well actually my wife gave me this stuff with points on her credit card, but Motorcycle Gear nor any of the other vendors involved gave me squat. I'm not that big of a YouTube guy. So these are paid for with good old American credit card points. So let me open this envelope and let's see what's in here. What did they do before Tyvek? Looks like a pair of motorcycle gloves. Let's see what's in here. Okay, what we've got are Icon IPX waterproof gloves. These were on closeout from motorcyclegear.com, and I tell you what, if you want to save money on your motorcycle gear, then Motorcycle Gear is the way to go. They have closeouts all the time. Generally, it's like last year's model. You know, for one reason or another, I don't know. You know, another store can tell. I don't know where they get all these closeouts, but there's some real bargains that I've seen in the closeout store. The reason I got these is because I have not yet found a good pair of waterproof / resistant warm weather gloves, and these were advertised as being lightweight winter gloves, and since we don't have a real hard winter here and my FJR has a big windshield and heated grips, I don't need like a hippo hands. Poor Laura Jennifer up there on the North Pole, you know, she's up there driving around in like Siberia or wherever the heck she lives, and she's got to have those giant muffs and stuff, but I don't need that. But I need something a little warmer than the summer weight gloves I usually wear. Now, it's actually the second one I got. I ordered the large and it was a little too small, so I sent them back and they sent me these. It did cost me an extra like $4 for shipping is all it cost to exchange them, which is fair enough. So I'm going to put this on. Let's keep our fingers crossed to see if this fits. If it doesn't, I'll have to go up one more size. This is extra large and it's a little snug. Uh-oh. My little finger won't even go in there. Is there something in there? My little finger will not go in the little finger hole. I may have to go to the extra large. It'll cost me another $4 to exchange them. I really want these to work. Let's see here. Let me try to get them on. Nope. My hand will not go in these gloves. They seem pretty well constructed. They've got leather pads there and there. You know, and this fabric is fairly thick, and I can see that this is a pretty tight weave top on it, and I like the looks, but I wonder if they sent me larges again. Let me look at the ticket here. We're sized red XL, so I guess I'll have to try the red. My little finger will not go into the little finger hole. It just flat won't. So that's a disappointment. Yeah, that's a disappointment. Hopefully, let's see what next isn't so disappointing. So I'll put those over there. They'll have to go home, and we'll exchange them one more time. Alright, let's open this other envelope. This one here, priority mail. This is from the shipping department in Las Vegas. Doesn't say whose. Okay. Alrighty, this looks to be some sort of mount. It's a RAM mount. Pull it out here. That's a RAM mount. So there you see it's a RAM mount. And I think it must be related to what's in this cardboard box. Let's open this. This is from Jeff Bezos. This is a Garmin Zumo 660 GPS. The reason I bought this is my wife discovered that we had a credit card with like $400 worth of points on it, and this was normally a $500 GPS, but they've come out with a newer model like the 665, so they knocked the price of this one down to $350 instead of $5 or $550. It was real expensive. So it is a motorcycle specific GPS with lifetime maps from Garmin. So let's open the box. The box isn't even wrapped in plastic. There it is. Here's the GPS unit. It's about the size of a Nuvi. I think it's probably about the same thing. It's got the little plastic cover with show you what it's going to look like when you power it up. It's a Zumo. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, there you go. Bunch of stuff in this box. There you go. Get a good look at it. All right, so there's your typical Garmin, mount thing. Looks like a regular USB cable. There's another back or something. This is, of course, waterproof. There's another cable. Looks like that's a cigarette lighter power plug arrangement there. Okay, oh, this has got its own RAM mount. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I didn't need that one. So there's a RAM ball there. And I've got RAM mounts. So yeah, it's got all the RAM stuff. I didn't even need that. It doesn't look like. Maybe I do. I don't know. Great big heavy cable to a monstrous connector there. That looks like a lot of fun. I'm not sure what all these cables are for. No, that probably has to do with a windshield mount of some kind. What's in here? Whole little bag of hardware, just nuts and bolts and screws and washers and things. Mystery little red thing in here. I wonder what it could be. Perhaps a battery. I bet that's what it is. Yeah, it's a lithium-ion battery. There's another RAM mount thing. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a handlebar. Of course, if you have an FJR, you really don't have much handlebar space. But if I did, these are crap. This is a Garmin windshield mount. I've used these before, and they aren't very reliable. RAM makes a big, heavy-duty honking suction cup mount that I use in my car that you just can't get it off with a 2x4. But these little things don't work very well. I was able to find, my wife has a very large GPS. She wanted a 7-inch GPS, so she's got a monster one, and I had to get her a better windshield thing. But I'm not going to use this in the car too often. A little carrying case for the GPS. That's nice. Let's see what we got here in the bottom. So what we got here are just the documentation. Activate your lifetime maps. I guess we download the base camp. Okay, so this is a Garmin GPS. The GPS I have now, I should have brought it in to show you, is I bought it in like 2005 or something like that. It's from Lowrance, who no longer makes automotive GPSs, but it's been really good. Totally waterproof. I had it in Tropical Storm Hermine when it rained 12 inches in an hour while I was riding, and thing didn't miss a beat. Unfortunately, it's 2006 or 7 maps in it now. That was the last time you could update it. So, and it's pretty primitive by today's standards. So I've been wanting a new GPS. So when this one went on sale, and my wife looked it up and found out we had all these points. I guess the challenge is going to be getting it mounted on my motorcycle. I do have a nice a cigarette lighter arrangement, and I've got plate RAM mount balls already, so I should be able to to get it on there one way or the other. I just hope I don't have to take some giant 6-foot cable to go the 3 inches from my cigarette lighter to the GPS. That worries me a little bit, but looks like this may be for hardwiring to a battery. It almost looks like. I don't know. Well, I have to figure this stuff out. In the meantime, this is Jim in Texas, and okay, let me see if I can figure this cable situation out. The cable I'd like to use would be this one. It's a short little USB cable, and I could use that. I wonder if this powers it. So I got this little short thing. I wonder, I guess probably something goes on the back here. I'll figure it out in the fullness of time. That's probably not right. Something's got to go in that slot there. Well, enough of that. Just to give you a little background on what I'm up to these days. I have ridden very little in July and August, only a couple of rides, maybe 2 or 3. I haven't done any flying. The plane that I like to fly semi-crashed. It landed gear up back in April, I think, and we are going to rebuild it. You know, for those of you familiar with light planes, it's a Cessna Cardinal RG. A fella just forgot to put the wheels down because he was distracted. And to make a long story short, they have to rebuild the engine and straighten out a lot of sheet metal, and it's a lot of work, and fix the paint and body work and stuff. Pretty expensive repair, but we were insured and had some maintenance reserves, so it didn't hurt us too bad, I think, financially. But we have missed the airplane. It's been for about the last month. It's been going to be ready in 2 weeks, and it's been at least 4 since it was ready in 2 weeks. And this is aviation; everything takes for blank and ever. So I expect sometime in September. Hopefully, we'll get it back before October. October's the best time of the year in Central Texas. It's the one time when it's perfect weather to go outside and do outside things, motorcycles, airplanes, mowing the lawn, going to the beach, whatever you like to do. October's the time to come down here to do it. July and August aren't. As much as I love Texas, it's not the best time to visit. It's just not. It's not the best time to even go outside a lot of days. Although we've had a pretty cool week this week. We had a little cool front and knocked it down from 98, 99, 100. We haven't had the 101, 2, 3s, and 4s like we've had some years, but it's still been pretty warm. I am real busy in my life right now. Besides helping my wife out in her business, I'm still a full-time software developer. I'm ridiculously old to be doing that, but I'm still doing it at least for a little while longer. And I'm taking what's called a nano degree. There's this massive online learning system called Udacity. They got together with Google, and they're offering what they call a nano degree in Android programming. It's not cheap, but I really like Android programming. I really want to kind of, to the extent I do much more development in my life, I want to do it on Android. And I'm learning a terrific amount. The cost of it is it's interesting. It's $200 a month, but if you finish inside of a year, they give half of your tuition back, which I thought is interesting. I want to finish it. I started on July 12th, and I want to finish it by the end of 2015 if I possibly can. That's really ambitious for the amount of work they want you to do, but I'm learning a terrific amount. So between all of that, I don't know how long I'm going to have a good review of this Garmin. I don't know if I'm ever going to find a pair of kind of lightweight winter water-resistant gloves. If I ever find one, I'll let you know. But anyway, that's what's been going on. That's why I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately. I still watch lots of them. I watch lots of them. Old Billman's back. That makes me happy. And a couple other old hands have showed up. There's a lady in Seattle. Boy, I'm having a senior moment, but she was early on in this and then went away and got married. I think had kids and stuff. Now she's back, and that's wonderful. So anyway, all you guys are making videos. I subscribe to about 100 of you. And I love all of you. I always enjoy watching people's moto vlogs. Anyway, this is Jim in warm Central Texas. in August of 2015 saying howdy y'all, and I'll let you know when I get to ride more than around the block with this new GPS and tell you how it goes. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.